Hi again. Once again, I'm Kiri. This is what I'm hoping is a vlog called Speaking Out. So far, I've had two episodes out. The first one is an introduction, which has 73 views, and that's amazing because I definitely was not expecting anything near that. My second video about the dreams and passions and goals only has about 16 views, but I wasn't expecting to get very many on that one because that was not as exciting. And this is my third episode. This one is about speaking out about bullying and suicide. Um, this video is actually inspired by my school, and as you can see, my school is very much against bullying. These shirts are something that my school has done to, as a stand against bullying. Uh, what inspired this, the pink shirt is there was a kid who was wearing a pink shirt because someone in his family had breast cancer, and people in his school were bullying him because he was wearing pink. And so, but some other kids actually saw what was going on, and so they called up everybody they knew. And so the next day, the whole entire school was flooded with pink people wearing pink. And so my school was inspired by this, I guess, and they started our Pink Shirt Day as a stand against bullying. This video is hopefully on a more serious note, so I don't know if people can take me very seriously considering my other two videos, not that I can blame you. And you'll notice that my lighting's a little different, which is nice, it's not as dark. Let me tell you a little bit about bullying. Bullying can take many forms, including physical threats, violence, name-calling, teasing, ostracism. Sorry, I can't quite pronounce things very well. College student, bad pronunciation. It happens. And social attacks on someone's reputation. People can bully people directly or indirectly, and it can be like cyberbullying as well. Cyberbullying is becoming a huge problem with our rise of technology and smartphones. I don't have. And it can happen to anyone, anywhere. It can happen in schools, sports, youth groups, workplaces, social groups, senior centers, and online activities. It can occur to anyone, anywhere, whether it's in the real world or the virtual world. Bullying can take place in all ages. I mean, all ages, from as soon as some kid knows how to talk up until the day we kick the bucket. And it can be from all walks of life, whether it's someone, a homeless person, to someone like the president or someone up in senator or senate. It doesn't matter what social level you're at, you can still be bullied or be a bully. Bullying differs from conflict, which is a normal part of life, because people have different perspectives and priorities, and people can also be hurtful because of thoughtlessness and annoyance or poor boundaries. Let me tell you a little bit about different types of bullying. There's physical bullying, which is like kicking, hitting, punching, scratching, spitting, or other forms of physical attack. Damaging someone's property or their belongings can also be part of physical bullying. There's verbal bullying, which is name-calling, insulting, making racist, sexist, or homophobic jokes, remarks, or teasing, using sexually suggestive or abusive language or offensive remarks. Going after someone's religion can be considered bullying. after I tell you guys these facts, I'm gonna tell you a few of my stories. Indirect bullying is like spreading nasty rumors or stories about someone. It can be like sending abusive mail, email, text messages, which is also cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is any type of bullying carried out by an electronic medium. There are 7 types, including text messaging, picture video clip bullying with a camera phone, a phone call, emailing, chat room bullying, bullying through instant messages, and bullying via website. I don't think people realize how severe bullying has become. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit over here. I was doing some research earlier, so I have notes set up all over my computer, so that way I can tell you guys some things that I learned. Bullies have many numbers of reasons for bullying others, such as wanting more control, wanting to fit in, and bullies are often physically stronger than their victims, or may even have friends who condone such behavior. Students who bully others, however, often have trouble with self-control, following rules, caring for others, and they're also at higher risk for problems later on in life, such as violence, criminal behavior, or failure in relationships and career. So, bullies, think about that for a second. Victims, they may be socially outcast for some reason, including weight, ethnicity, sexuality, religion, or something like what they wear, the way they behave, or something that makes it harder for them to fit in with others. Bullying can have serious consequences for the victim, such as leading to low self-esteem, depression, trouble at school, violent behavior, and in some cases suicide. And people, you need to remember that things you put on the internet, they will never, ever disappear. And what you post now will affect you later on in life. Because people who look at, if you apply someplace for a job, people may go through your Facebook, and if they see something you posted about this person, then they're going to start thinking you might not be such a good person to hire. Let me tell you a little bit about suicide, alright? Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death among young people, resulting in about 4,400 deaths per year. For every suicide among people, there is at least 100 suicide attempts. Over 14% of high school students have considered suicide, and almost 7% have attempted it. Bully victims are between 2 and 9 times likely to present or to consider suicide themselves. And this is according to a study at Yale University. And a Britain study showed that at least half of suicides among young people are related to bullying. And did you know that nearly 30% of students are either bullies or victim of bullies? And 160,000 kids stay at home every day because of the fear of bullying. Young people may feel trapped and alone because they don't always have a choice of where they go, where they live, or what school they go to. Here, people who are suffering from bullying may also be suffering from despair, misery, and loneliness. Pay attention to warning signs in other kids, such as suddenly not wanting to go to school, acting depressed, or sounding upset about relationships with friends. Here, some warning signs are withdrawing from people, skipping school, losing items that they've brought to school, and them not coming back. Damaged items, or them being hurt without any explanation. If they say they're being picked on, chances are they are being picked on. But most often than not, students will not speak out if they're being bullied. They'll have low self-esteem, mood swings from sadness or violence. Uh, they might want to run away. They'll try to bring weapons into school, and sometimes they might even avoid certain routes. I have some numbers for you guys. 1 in 7 students in grades, kindergarten through 12th grade, is either a victim or is a bully. 56% of students have personally witnessed some type of bullying. 15% of all school absences is directly related to fears about bullying. 71% of students report incidents of bullying as a problem at their school. That's 71% of nationwide or something. 1 out of 20 students has seen a student with a gun at school. That's got to tell you something right there. Shootings like in Columbine, students go shooting other students at school because of things that have happened at school because of other students bullying them. 282,000 students. That's 280,000 students are physically attacked in secondary schools every month. Can you imagine that number of how many students are being attacked by bullies? Students in lower grades reported being in twice as many fights as those in higher grades because of bullying. 90% of 4th through 8th graders report being victims of bullying. 90%! That's just not right at all. Among students, homicide perpetrators were almost twice as likely as homicide victims to be bullied. So, people who are more likely to be bullied and were bullied have a higher chance of becoming a homicide or going around to school and shooting someone. Bullying statistics say revenge is the strongest motivation for school shooting. It's because of the bullies that they want to go and shoot the bullies. For revenge, they go after people who hurt them. 87% of students say shootings are motivated by a desire to get back at those who have hurt them. And 86% of students also said other kids picking on them, making fun of them, or bullying on them causes teenagers to turn lethal violence in school. 61% of students said students shoot each other because they have been victims of physical abuse at home. So someone you're bullying might also be going through problems at home, whether it's sexual abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, and yes, there are such things. And so some people try to get away from home by going to school, but if there's bullies at school, it's not very much of a sanctuary, now is it? 54% of students said witnessing physical abuse at home can lead to violence in school. So sometimes people at home who are victims of abuse may go to school and try to take it on other kids there. According to bullying statistics, 1 out of every 10 students who drops out of school does so because of repeated bullying. So because of the bullies, students don't feel like they can continue through school and try to drop out. And here's something scary for you guys. Harassment and bullying have been linked to 75% of school shooting incidents. And you know what's worse? Numbers continue to rise every single year. When I was in school, I was bullied for several things, like my religion, me being short. I'm 5'2", I was like one of the 5 shortest people in school. for a while that was really damaging to me. What a lot of people in school did not know was that I actually suffer from depression and anxiety. And so I didn't want to go to school because of the bullying that I faced. I had people spreading rumors about me that weren't true, and because of that, I lost majority of my friends. The only people who were still by my side because of rumors started by bullies were the people who had either not heard any of the rumors or were with me when the rumors started. I lost a lot of really close friends because of rumors started by bullies. People went around saying that I was pregnant, and I'm sorry, but I'm not pregnant. I'm not even close to looking like I'm pregnant. I had people who would run around picking on my religion because, yes, I'm not Christian, but I'm not Jewish. I'm a Wiccan, I guess right now is what you could say. But people would pick on my religion because they did not understand it. I had people running around saying, "Let's burn the witch! Burn the witch! She's worshipping the devil! She's gonna go to hell!" And things like that, when they would also come from friends too, and that was what was hurtful. I was being bullied for my size. I was also bullied for the way I acted and the way I dressed. I'm sorry, but like 75% of my outfit, my entire wardrobe, 75% of it is all dark colors. It's because I feel more comfortable in dark colors, and personally, I think I look better in dark colors. I don't care what anyone else says I look good in. It's not their job to judge me. And I didn't find a way to escape from all this bullying until I went to college, and it was only in college that I started thinking about all of this stuff. I've seen people being bullied in school, and they've resorted to cutting themselves. I've seen people who, because of their bullying, they wanted to commit suicide. Bullying is very, very serious, and people don't realize what consequences bullying can have on other students. There's students who every day go through so much problem and so much hardship, and then the bullies just go and make it worse. I understand that it's human nature to try to pick on someone who's weaker than you, but if we can make a stand and put a stop to this, we could be saving so many lives. We can be saving people from so much hardship. We can make students who are being bullied have a harder time in academics as well. So if we can stand up and put a stop to this bullying, or at least put a huge dent in this, and we can do this if you would actually try. That's all you need, is to try. Include people in groups. Make friends with other people. If someone's different than you, who cares? You don't have to make friends with them, but don't exclude them. Don't make comments about it. And for God's sakes, you don't need to start rumors about girls just because you don't like them. And it's not girls who just spread rumors either. Guys spread rumors. The biggest rumor about me was spread by a guy. Really? Really? You have to do that? Beating people up. Why? Just because they look different than you, because they have different preferences, you're gonna go beat someone up? Really? Yeah, that's so cool. So, I'm hoping that maybe this video will get you guys to think a little bit about this. This was inspired by my school, which is, they really try to cut down on bullying. Another thing, students don't always speak up about bullying because of the adults. So many times, students don't feel like they're being heard by the adults. It's the adult's job in school to listen to the students. Students won't tell the teacher because they're afraid nothing's going to happen. Sometimes the teachers don't do anything. It's happened to me before, where ninth grade, I made a comment in class how someone had called me fat and ugly. I got kicked out of class. Again, I was also talking beforehand, but when I had made this comment, I was talking to the teacher, and I got kicked out of class. Yeah. Sometimes even the teachers can partake in the bullying by excluding them or ignoring the victims or even encouraging the bullies. Kids look up to adults to help them, and they won't always admit it, but they look up to the adults to help guide them into adulthood. And the adults should be the ones who are there to guide them. But if they're not there to help the students who need the help, who are victims, then a student's not going to feel like they can go and get help. So, again, think on this and message me and tell me what you think. You can contact me on my YouTube account or on my DeviantArt, which I'll post all the ways you can contact me below this video in the comments. So, until next time, ciao!